hanya karena memutuskan hubungan dengan kekasihnya. Wanita ini harus rela kehilangan nyawa 4 anggota keluarganya. Mengerikan ya, sebelum kejadian pembantaian ini, kekasih wanita ini bersembunyi di rumahnya dan tidak ada satupun anggota keluarganya yang tahu. Siapa di sini yang kembali lagi dengan seorang anak jangan jelas. Siapa di sini yang kembali lagi dengan seorang anak jangan jelas. Siapa di sini yang seorang anak jangan jelas. Siapa di sini yang 16 tahun. Hai Sobat Horor, balik lagi, ngonten lagi. Segmen kali ini, Alat Konspirasi akan membahas kejadian kriminal di luar nalar. Hanya karena memutuskan hubungan dengan kekasihnya, wanita ini harus rela kehilangan nyawa 4 anggota keluarganya. Mengerikan ya, sebelum kejadian pembantaian ini, kekasih wanita ini bersembunyi di rumahnya dan tidak ada satupun anggota keluarganya yang tahu. Sampai wanita ini sadar ada jaket milik mantan kekasihnya yang terletak di meja kamarnya. Firasatnya mengatakan ada sesuatu buruk yang akan terjadi. Dan terjadilah insiden mengerikan ini. Menarik untuk kita bahas. Gimana kelanjutan kisahnya? Yuk cek, ini faktanya. Semua berawal pada tanggal 30 Oktober tahun 2022 di Aurora, Colorado, Amerika Serikat. Perkenalkan, tersangka kita kali ini yaitu Joseph Castorena, seorang pria berumur kurang lebih 41 tahun, mantan kekasih dari seorang wanita bernama Jessica Serrano. Malam mengerikan itu bermula saat rekaman CCTV menangkap video seorang pria yang diduga Joseph mengintip ke dalam sebuah rumah tepat di belakang bagian halaman rumah. Dia sudah membaca situasi rumah sebelumnya. Joseph mengetahui rumah mantan kekasihnya itu dalam keadaan kosong karena semua anggota keluarga sedang melaksanakan pesta di sebuah restoran. Sebelumnya, Joseph telah menduplikat kunci rumah milik Jessica. Dia masuk diam-diam dan menunggu seluruh anggota keluarga Jessica pulang dan memasuki rumah. Malam mengerikan yang akan terjadi ini membuat seorang pria akan menjadi buronan polisi internasional. Tepat pada tanggal 30 Oktober tahun 2022 pukul 2 pagi, sehari sebelum malam Halloween, ada sebuah panggilan telepon kepada 911. Panggilan itu berasal dari rumah Jessica. Dia menelpon 911 setelah menyadari ada sebuah kunci mobil dan jaket milik mantan pacarnya yang terletak di dalam meja kamarnya. Dia curiga dan menduga mantan kekasihnya itu bersembunyi di suatu ruangan di dalam rumahnya. Berikut percakapan antara Jessica dan 911.
What's your first and last name?
Jessica Serrano.
Tell me exactly what happened, Jessica.
My ex-boyfriend has restraining orders, and he's not supposed to be here around me with this house. And I just found his jacket here, his jeans, and his keys here.
Okay.
In my closet, hiding.
Okay.
And I believe he's in the house hiding somewhere. But he wouldn't leave his Hummer keys in my house.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anybody that saw him in the house at all?
That what? Sorry.
You're good. Did anybody see him inside the house?
No, but his stuff is here.
Okay. Got it. Did you look around? Did you see him at all or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, okay?
So we believe he's hiding somewhere.
Okay. people are in the house with you right now that you know of?
4.
Okay.
Setelah percakapan terakhirnya dengan operator 911, nampaknya keberadaan Jessica diketahui oleh Joseph. Dari suara di telepon, sepertinya Jessica melakukan perlawanan kepada Joseph dan berusaha untuk berlari menghindarinya. Posisi Jessica yang saat itu ada di kamar mandi membuat dia terjebak dalam posisi yang sulit. Mau tidak mau, dia harus melawan atau mati.
At your house?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Did you see anything on the cameras?
I don't, not at the moment. I haven't, because my sister's the one that has the cameras, but I told her to check, so she wouldn't do that now.
Alright. Is anyone there experiencing any flu symptoms with an after self-quarantine?
No, ma'am.
Alrighty. I do have that in here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put them out there. If you do end up seeing him on camera, anything else, just give us a call back, but I have it in, okay? What's going on, Jessica?
Oh my God! There's shots fired at my house!
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know, I can't lost myself in the restroom. Help now!
Stay on the phone with me.
Help now!
Stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone, okay? Don't hang up. Do you know who shot at the house?
No, we don't have to downstairs.
Okay. Okay. How many shots did you hear? Okay. Was that another one?
Oh my God!
Okay. Okay, stay on the phone. Stay away from the doors and the windows, okay? Okay, where is everybody else?
I don't know.
Okay, Jessica, take a deep breath. I have this in, okay? We're getting them out there. Just stay on the phone with me. Okay. Who's that in the background? Is there anybody with you?
I don't know. No one's with me right now.
Do you know who's that yelling in the background? Okay. Stay on the phone, okay? Which room are you in? Are you in the bedroom or the basement? The first room? Okay. I need you to get down on the ground, okay? Get on your stomach for me.
Okay. I need you to say it a little bit louder if you can. Ma'am, can you say your address a little bit louder? Hello? Ma'am? Ma'am, hello?
Why did you do this to me? Just that. I won't do it. What do you want to do? What do you want me to do? I can't. What are you doing? Then come out and talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Now.
Beruntungnya, saat Joseph menendang pintu kamar mandi dan berhasil masuk, Jessica berhasil mendorongnya ke dalam bathtub kamar mandi. Dalam waktu sepersekian detik, Jessica keluar dari rumah menuju tengah jalan raya dan menghentikan sebuah mobil yang melintas. Saat itulah Joseph menghentikan pengejarannya dan berputar balik. Dia melarikan diri ke dalam halaman belakang rumah Jessica dan menghilang di kegelapan. Terdapat seorang petugas yang bernama Sersan Davis tepat saat Jessica meminta pertolongan di jalan raya.
Okay, come back here. All right, I'm in contact with female. What's wrong?
He shot my family.
What do you mean he shot your family? Stay right here. All right, she's telling me he's just shot her family. Stay right there. Thank you. Where's he at? Over where? Where?
He's running. He's running.
She's saying he's running northbound. I'm trying to get more information. Yeah, that car just comes southbound right there. Check the street.
Sersan Davis segera memerintahkan Jessica untuk menjauh dari area rumah. Petugas segera menyisir areal rumah Jessica. Pemandangan mengerikan yang ditemukan petugas di dalam rumah Jessica. Ada 3 orang anggota keluarga besar Serrano tergeletak tak bernyawa. Korban pertama yang ditemukan yaitu saudara kembar Jessica, yaitu Jessica Maria Anne Green, tergeletak karena 2 tembakan. Korban kedua, suami dari Maria Anne Green, yang terletak di bawah tangga karena 1 tembakan. Korban ketiga yang ditemukan yaitu Jesus Serrano, ayah dari Jessica Serrano, tergeletak di lorong rumah dengan 2 tembakan. Beberapa saat setelah petugas melakukan pencarian tersangka di areal halaman belakang, petugas kembali menemukan seorang korban lagi, yaitu Rudolph Perez, seorang teman baik ayah Jessica Serrano yang sudah dianggap keluarga sendiri.
I've got 1 down, gunshot wound in the kitchen. Get the female out of here. Get out of here. Ma'am, come on. You need to get out of here. Come on. Go out there. Go outside. Go outside. You stay outside. Come on.
Raut kehilangan keluarga besar membuat Jessica begitu histeris ketika melihat dengan mata kepalanya sendiri seorang yang dulu begitu ia cintai berubah menjadi monster yang menghilangkan nyawa seluruh anggota keluarganya. Nampak Raut tak percaya dia harus mengalami hal tragis ini. Beruntungnya dia masih bisa lolos dari percobaan pembantaian ini.
What's he look like?
Joseph Costarena.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing a gray sweater. I don't know. He wanted to kill me too, but he didn't have no more bullets.
Okay, you gotta come back over here. I want you to sit right here. Sit
I want to know my dad, Mariana, the girls.
What girls?
They're in the room. I don't
Stay here. I need you to stay here.
The girls! The girls! The girls! The
I might have some girls inside. Some taller females.
The girls!
I want you to stay here.
I'm sorry, I just can't believe it! I can't believe it!
Setelah melihat keadaan Jessica yang mulai tenang, petugas segera masuk kembali untuk memeriksa TKP. Di dalam ditemukan anak-anak dari saudara kembar Jessica yang ditemukan masih dalam keadaan tertidur. Petugas berusaha mengevakuasi anak-anak itu tanpa mereka mengetahui kejadian yang telah menimpa keluarga besar mereka.
How many do we have in there?
They're good. Untouched.
Okay, so
Kids don't need anything. Kids don't need anything.
I'm here, Sergeant.
Mom of these two little ones.
I think those are her sister's kids.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I think those are her sister's kids. So.
Well, there's the sister. She's dead. So, can we get those kids out?
Yeah,
We're gonna hold here.
We need to work on getting those kids out. That lady.
we're gonna get them out a different way than
Danielle and
this.
Charlie would take care of those two kids.
Okay, we need to do it.
Okay.
Post haste.
You want us to leave any stuff in here?
Polly, have we, where we asked for our search? Have we done a backyard?
We have not done a backyard.
This is open.
No, because she came in after I came in here, and I had to get her out of here.
Okay.
So I did not do a backyard search. How many fire do we have?
If she takes those two, you're gonna go watch them.
Is there any way to get them out of here without having them see? Let's wrap them up in blankets.
We'll
Okay.
we'll probably just go out this way, cover eyes and head. We'll take the children's. Well, right now, head to toe, they're okay.
Yeah.
So they're green.
Okay.
I'm
grabbing a blanket. I'm gonna hold it.
Okay. Will you both transport in yours?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the blanket here. Though.
You're taking them to the hospital, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Jessica bersama dua orang anak saudara kembarnya segera dilarikan ke rumah sakit terdekat. Nampaknya mereka tidak mengalami luka fisik serius, akan tetapi trauma mental akibat kejadian mengerikan ini. Kembali lagi pada pencarian Joseph. Semua bertanya, kemanakah pelariannya? Dia tertangkap CCTV berlari ke arah utara dari halaman belakang Jessica tanpa menggunakan alas kaki, dan kondisi malam itu terasa sangat dingin. Sangat tidak mungkin apabila dia berjalan sendirian. Petugas mencurigai ada seseorang yang membantunya. Segera petugas melakukan pengepungan di rumah orang tua Joseph karena kemungkinan besar dia akan melarikan diri di sana.
Here's the deal. I'll be straight up and honest with you. We want to get in contact with your brother before somebody else from some other agency does, okay? I would rather your brother be alive and under arrest than to be dead or shot because he does something stupid, okay? Is there any way that you can help us out to find out where he's
I
at?
already tried calling him. My sister tried calling him. He won't answer.
Okay.
Does he have any social media that he might be on right now?
Why would his phone be hidden? Why would we be seeing stuff around here?
What do you mean?
As far as where he was last located?
For his phone?
Yeah.
Like his phone here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there anything? Is there anybody that he would be living or going to someone's house around here or anything like that?
I don't know. I just got home. I noticed my dad and mom were gone. They were over here. I called them. That had happened with Joseph.
Okay, so are you cold right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Okay. Don't be nervous around us. We're here to make sure that things are good. So there's nobody that's in danger inside your house. Okay.
Just my mom, my sister. I seen him earlier before I left to work.
Okay. What do you mean? And how was that contact? How was that?
I just seen him walk out the door. That's it.
Okay. Was he mad? Was he angry?
No. I think he said something about a haircut.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. if you're cold, here's the deal. I don't want you going back in the house because I don't know if he's in there somewhere. All right. And obviously, I'm not going to arrest you or anything like that. I just don't want you going back in the house, and I'd like you to be compliant with us, okay? Because the situation is.
Well, see, I've never been in a situation like this. So I'm like, I don't have my dad. My dad's the one that usually, you know.
Well, I mean, my deal is preservation of life, right? So, if you come out, maybe we can have you call the other females that are in there and have them come out of the house if you would. Everybody that's in the house, everyone that's in the house.
Dalam upaya pencarian polisi menemukan sinyal telepon aktif dari handphone milik Joseph di radius 900 meter dari rumah Jessica. Petugas juga menemukan sebuah mobil Hummer H2 berwarna merah milik Joseph yang diduga digunakan saat akan melakukan pembantaian karena jaraknya hanya beberapa ratus meter dari rumah Jessica. Segera, petugas melakukan penggeledahan di rumah orang tua Joseph untuk benar-benar memastikan keberadaan Joseph tidak ada di sana.
Okay.
There's a clown like prop inside.
Okay. Door is open. Come on, buddy. One dog's out. Come here, come here. Come on, come on. Here, let me grab the dog. Just, take that and just hold that door. Yeah. All right, Bobby, bring him up. Stay right there, boys. Just hold that door. Got the other dog. Hey, I got your other dog. You're welcome.
Setelah melakukan penggeledahan di rumah orang tua Joseph, petugas tidak menemukan keberadaannya di sana. Sebuah keterangan terungkap pada malam kejadian. Ada sebuah truk besar melintas dengan suara knalpot yang bising. Akankah truk tersebut ada hubungannya dengan pelarian Joseph? Tetap dengan alibi awal bahwa Joseph tidak mungkin melakukan ini semua sendirian. Petugas mencurigai ada orang terdekatnya yang membantu melancarkan aksi pembantaian ini. Petugas memberikan sayembara pada warga agar apabila menemukan seorang pria bernama Joseph Mario Castorena dengan tato singa di bagian lehernya agar dapat memberikan informasi kepada petugas. Ibu Jessica turut memberikan pernyataan perihal hubungan anaknya, yaitu Jessica dan Joseph kekasihnya yang telah berlangsung selama 2 tahun dan baru saja berakhir beberapa pekan sebelum kejadian pembantaian terjadi.
And even the cops know that how many times I've called and my daughter has called. I'm trying to get answers. I haven't received any phone calls from anybody. I haven't heard from my daughters. I don't know anything about my granddaughters. I don't know why nobody has contacted me. The only thing I know is that I want justice and I want everybody to please find Joseph Castorena.
Diduga sehari sebelum kejadian, anak dari hasil hubungan Joseph dan Jessica yang berjumlah 2 orang dibawa untuk dirawat pada layanan perlindungan anak Amerika Serikat. Hal inilah yang menjadi penyebab kemarahan Joseph pada keluarga Jessica. Kembali pada proses pencarian Joseph, petugas mencurigai dia lari menuju ke rumah keluarga besarnya yang berada di Meksiko. Polisi menduga ada peran keluarga dalam proses pelarian Yosef. Tak lama, ditangkaplah dua saudara laki-lakinya. Yang pertama, adik kandungnya yang bernama Juan Angel Castorena. Dia didakwa bersalah karena memberikan tumpangan Yosef untuk melarikan diri dan mengantar Yosef ke rumah Jessica pada saat malam pembantaian. Kedua, Carlos Flores, yaitu sepupunya yang juga didakwa ikut membantu proses pelarian Yosef. Butuh waktu hampir 1,5 bulan untuk mendapatkan petunjuk keberadaan Yosef. Berawal dari kerjasama antara FBI dan Badan Imigrasi Meksiko. Kabarnya, Yosef berada di suatu daerah bernama Agua Calientes. Tak lama, kepolisian Meksiko segera menuju tempat persembunyiannya. Akhirnya, pada tanggal 10 Desember tahun 2022, Yosef Castorena ditangkap. Dia segera diekstradisi untuk diadili kembali di daerah Colorado, Amerika Serikat.
I know it's been a long day, probably for you as it is us. Are you cool with talking to us?
I am. I mean, but I feel more comfortable with an attorney. So.
Okay. Do you have an attorney?
No, I would like to get one.
Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to figure out. So right now you're here. You have a federal hold.
The hold would be here to and go to Colorado, or how would that work?
Yeah, back there.
Yeah. So I don't know if you would. I don't honestly know really how that works. You have to get. I don't know if it's a federal attorney and then you'd get a state public defender. Okay. So okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously we came from Colorado. I'd really like to hear, your side of the story. We've talked to quite a few of your family members.
Yeah, man. So, from what I see in the news, it's totally different. So, my side.
Right.
How things happen.
Right. Okay. And you don't want to.
No.
It's my understanding you already have been
Having what?
talking about what's going on.
Somewhat.
You just don't want to tell us, or what?
Well, I would feel more comfortable with an attorney, to be honest.
Butuh waktu hampir 2 tahun untuk mengadili Yosef dan membuatnya mendekam di balik jeruji besi. Pada bulan September tahun 2024, Yosef Castorena dijatuhi hukuman seumur hidup. Dia dinyatakan bersalah atas 4 tuduhan tindak pidana. Oke sobat horor, itulah sepenggal kisah mengerikan sekaligus menyedihkan yang harus dialami oleh seorang wanita yang bernama Jessica. Hanya karena putusnya hubungan dia dengan kekasihnya, keluarga besarnya harus menjadi tumbal. Memang benar kata pepatah, kalau cinta akan membutakan segalanya. Oke kalian, kalau suka dengan konten storytelling seperti ini, bantu channel kami dengan cara klik like dan subscribe. See you to the next video. Bye.